You want me to write the study guide or should just
Doesn't
one
matter to
person
me.
do
I
it?
have it up. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. If you have it up, go for it. I haven't downloaded it yet.
Okay.
I've downloaded it, but I knew Courtney would take care of things. But I'm more ready this week than often.
I am proud of you, Stacy.
Thank you.
So, well, let me put in our names.
I think Stacy and I have switched places because I'm not as prepared for this week. And I wasn't even there last week because it's craziness.
Where are you moving, Catherine?
We moved so we're from Irvine, but my parents bought 10 acres in Heber. They were out there for 2 or 3 years building a house. And then like the second we moved in, they were just like, we hate it. And so we moved back to California.
Yeah.
And the house that we just moved into is in San Clemente.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share my screen.
My dad taught at UC Irvine for a lot of years. I spent a lot of time in Irvine.
Really?
Okay, so our assigned topic is
Do you want me?
buyer's remedies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, what should we do for our example? Stacey, I want to hear yours.
Okay, let's just talk about this for a minute because maybe I did a question for a different one. I just want to make sure I'm on the right place at the right time. Let's talk about buyer remedies just for a second.
Okay.
Help me make sure I know I'm in the right place with it. A buyer remedy is what?
So that is what the buyer gets if the seller breaches the contract.
Okay. Okay. Yes, good. So let's hear somebody else's question first. I'm nervous all of a sudden.
Sorry, I'm trying actually to pull up my book, and for some reason it's telling me I don't have access to the book anymore. So give me 1 second. Maybe I need to log in or log out or something.
So a buyer's remedy, that is what the buyer gets if the seller fails.
Mm-hmm. If they, well, let me pull up because I have it on my study guide. Study guides are amazing things.
So I'm learning.
Okay.
Look at you. What a rock star you are.
Actually, this one didn't take me as long. I did it all in one morning. I was amazed.
Good for you.
Okay, so here are the buyer's remedies right here. So if a seller breaches the contract by failing to deliver the goods as they agreed, so if there's like a huge dent in whatever you bought and you didn't know beforehand, it's a breach of contract. Delivering goods that don't conform to the contract or expressing an unwillingness to go forward with the contract. If they say, hey, we'll sell this to you for $500 and you say, okay, I'll buy it from you. And then they say, oh, no, we don't want to sell it to you. Then you can get remedies from it. So.
Okay. So if the seller breaches the contract, the buyer has remedies, which are actions that they take to protect themselves.
So they can buy other goods. That's what my example is. So
Okay.
maybe I'll read my example to you.
Please.
Dave decides to buy a laser printer from Printers USA. He wants a laser printer with all the bells and whistles. Since he wants such a nice printer, he needs to special order it. He ordered the printer through Printers USA for $1,200. I did not have a period there. Let me fix it. 1 second. The day finally came. Dave was excited to get the printer out of the box and install it. When he opened the box, there were several parts missing, including the toner that was guaranteed to be shipped with the printer. Dave was disappointed and decided to return the item. He bought the same printer through We Are Printers Inc., except the purchase price was $2,000. Dave can sue the Printers USA for the extra $800 he had to spend on the printer he ordered through We Are Printers Inc. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
Catherine, do you have a question with the buyer's remedy?
No, I don't. I'm actually just I'm gonna email our teacher really quickly because how are your guys' books working?
I bought mine through Kindle, so
Oh, okay. Stacy, is yours working?
My books often don't work, but this week I'm happy to report out they all is well.
Mine's telling me I need to buy the book again. So I'm just gonna shoot him a quick email because I need it for the test tonight. I don't know why it's not working today.
So I have UCC questions, but not buyer's remedy questions. So I'm
right.
close, but not quite there. But that's okay. There's hope for next week,
Hey, at least you had a question. I'm proud of you.
right?
I feel like it was less to understand or less to read today or this week, but it was harder to understand for some reason. I don't know. It didn't seem as straightforward as everything else.
I've been so I downloaded the book onto my phone and I've just been listening nonstop to the last to prepare for the test. And my kids and family have all been on lockdown for 3 weeks. Everyone went back to work and school today. And so I was in my little greenhouse listening as I was organizing my little plants. And my kids are like, turn it off. It's making us crazy. And I'm like, I'll just wear my headphones. It's fine. They're like, how are you getting any of that in? I'm like, well, it's like the 5th time I've listened to it. So, it's percolating in there.
Yeah.
I think Courtney's question wins.
Well, we still have to listen to Catherine's.
What question? I don't have a question.
Oh, for not a question, example for buyer's remedies.
Oh, I didn't even do my example. So I'm sorry. I'm like such a hot mess this week with moving and everything. So I am so sorry.
You're good. I had to be ready early because my in-laws are coming today to
Oh,
visit.
fun.
So,
how long are they staying for?
I don't know.
Okay.
They're coming in their RV and
Perfect.
they're driving from Florida.
Wow.
Yeah. Because last year they had tickets to come see us, but COVID happened
Sure.
and they couldn't come. And so they're coming to visit. I don't know how long for, but
Is that a stress or is it a good thing?
it's a good thing. I mean, it's a stress just because I'm like been working hard to get my house ready and get as much homework done as possible so like I can actually spend time with them and all that. But I'm excited to see them.
Good.
They always do some kind of project to make my house nicer. So it's
Oh, I love in-laws like that.
right. I love them.
So I can't get my book working. So if we're gonna look in the book at all,
You're off.
and I just tried to buy it again, and now it's telling me that I can't buy it. So I have no book today. Just in
Okay.
case I'm gonna look through something.
I love that I am not the only hot mess today.
Oh yeah, and moving is tough.
It's horrible.
But so let's what example do we want to use? Obviously I don't have one, so not mine.
Of course, we're going to just use Courtney.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just copy and paste it. Dave. Okay. So the explanation would be that since since Printers USA breached the contract by not providing everything that was promised in the contract, Dave is able to sue for compensatory damage. Took me a
Can't we
minute.
just say compensation, or do we have to say compensatory? Whatever you just said. Can we say that, or can we just say compensation?
We can probably just say compensation.
Okay.
So since
So would you say that this only works on something that's like a higher price item? Like say I bought um like a one of those like kitchen, you like have it in your hand and it has a little board and you like slice things on it.
Yeah.
Say that it didn't come with the little handle. I don't really think anyone would sue, like, because it's a lower item, like a price item, you wouldn't really sue for it. You would maybe just like contact them and say that you were missing a piece, right? Or would you, or could you still sue for it?
I'm sure you could, but the benefit would not be
Yes,
worth
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
of all
I
the.
thought that it had to be at least $500, but maybe that's not.
That's for the statute of frauds.
Okay.
So if it's $500 or more, then it has to have a written memorandum. But I never saw any like price point where it has to be at least this much in order for it to work.
It probably just has to be worth suing. Like if it's so, it's probably just
worth the
a
trouble.
larger purchase. Okay.
And a lot of these things, like I'm the purchaser at my business, so I buy a lot of stuff from lots of suppliers all the time, and things fail all the time in deliveries, but I'm not going to sue because I know my supplier wants my business and they're going to take good care of me and they're going to fix it.
You want to keep a
So-
good relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to.
Was- Sorry.
Go ahead. Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I had to sneeze.
I just don't know how to like phrase this into a question now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me read it one more time and maybe I can. I would just do a question that's like you could literally take the first few sentences and just use like Dave was yeah, like you could use the first
and then say like what can Dave do?
Dave was excited to get the printer and installed it. And I would include when he opened it, there were several pieces missing because that's the portion of the question that is actually the question.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would make the question after that. Because that would be a good background for it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we just need to, the last sentence would be the question.
According to UCC, what are Dave's rights in this situation? How's that?
Good. Let me just read it from the beginning. Dave decides to buy a laser printer from Printers USA. He wants a laser printer with all the bells and whistles. Since he wants such a nice printer, he needs to special order it. He ordered the printer through Printers USA for $1,200. The day finally came. Dave was excited to get the printer out of the box and install it. When he opened, there was, yeah, maybe fix that. And then you're going to have to fix it in your example too. When he opened it, there were several parts missing, including the toner that was guaranteed to be shipped with the printer. Dave was disappointed and decided to return the item. I would,
Get rid of return the item.
yeah, get rid of returning the item, because then it would be like, well, he returned the item, so what? Who cares?
It's already been resolved.
Yeah. Dave was disappointed. According to UCC, what are Dave's rights in this situation?
I found this little buyer's remedies answers right there. If the buyer is in breach, I don't know if any of those answers will help. I like that word,
What?
entitled.
Oh.
I think we might want to change the correct answer, just the formatting of it, because the question is, according to UCC, what are Dave's rights in this situation? And I think we would want to say like, Dave's rights would be that he's entitled to, or so just something that's a little bit more clear for what Dave's rights would be,
Nice.
because that correct answer is just a little bit broad. At least I think. We can keep it if you guys like, but. You can say, which is like given to him because of the breach of contract or something along those lines. Dave is entitled to buyer's remorse because there was a breach in contract. You can say, yeah, because there was a clear breach in contract with them not shipping all the pieces and leaving out the, what was it, the primer? Oh, the toner that they had promised, something like that. Right, that was probably like so picky.
No, you're good. I didn't love the answer that I had, and so I'm glad you said.
Is this one better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since everything was not don't like it. Printer.
Just say since the printer arrived with pieces missing, or yeah, was not complete, like a complete package, whatever.
Way Printers USA said it would. There.
Okay. Wrong answers.
Yep. So
I think one of the wrong answers could literally be like, Dave should do nothing, just return it and get his money back. Even though that's true, it's like we don't really, like, that's not the point of this class. That's kind of one of those trick questions.
Dave can just go buy new toner and forget about it. Just go buy toner and keep working. He doesn't have time to
But
fight.
it says it's not just the toner, it's missing several parts
Okay.
Yeah.
to make the whole, to
I-
like complete making it. If it was just the toner, who cares? I would go buy toner. But yeah, it was like missing pieces.
What about, I'll let that finish.
You can say Dave has the right to a buyer. He has the right to buyer's remedy because that would be correct. Like there's a breach of contract, he has to like. And then I would also maybe in that, just as like a little piece of information, be like, also this would not be the correct like answer because everything that we're studying in class and this class, this is like an easy out and it doesn't fit with our class's curriculum right now. Like we wouldn't just have a go return it question on a test. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Stacy?
Well, I was wondering about saying something like Dave could go on social media or Reddit or one of these kinds of things and blast Printers USA for their poor performance or, you know, something like that. He could get on social media and complain. I don't know if that.
We have to remember that our question is, according to UCC, what are Dave's rights in this situation? So, I would even actually change wrong answer 1 to Dave has no rights. He has to return the printer and get his money back. Yeah, perfect. And then for the second one, what did you say, Stacy? That he
could just go on social media or something like that and blast the Printer USA company.
Right. Okay.
Or like he could go on the review, like he could do something like that.
Yeah, we can do that. And then we can say like a wrong answer feedback could be that the question doesn't ask that. That just doesn't answer the question. The question is according to the rights, according to UCC, what are his rights?
One more. Should we have something about like seller's remedies?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we can put that in.
Just don't know how to.
We could do seller's remedies, or we could do because Dave entered into the contract willingly, he is responsible for like what happened because he wasn't forced into the contract. Like it was his decision to buy the product. I don't know if that's a good answer though. We want to just do what we say. We can just say he has no rights, or maybe this isn't a good answer. It just came to me really quickly. Okay.
That way we can combine them.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Oh, I don't want it bold. The seller and I knew that was wrong. Sometimes you just look at it and you can't see what's wrong.
I'm having the hardest time with this screen share because I keep scrolling my fingers to like scroll through the doc.
Oh,
But I have to remember like it's not on my screen. It's just a habit.
Is not entitled to remedies since they are the ones who okay. So now I'll go through and
I know I always forget to do that. I always am like A, B, C, D.
come on. Thank you. And
Quick question. This kind of besides the point, Courtney. Do I have to have the Kindle to download it on Kindle, or can I just download it on my computer? Like,
you don't have to have a Kindle.
Okay.
I do it on my phone. I do it on my iPad. And for the test, I use it on the computer. That way it's easier to search.
Maybe it's just not working on my computer, so maybe I'll try it on my iPad and see if that works. And if not, maybe I'll just download it. Did you buy it from Amazon?
Yeah, so you can just go into the Kindle app and buy it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just do that. Thank you.
Oh, no
Like
problem.
stressed that I don't have access to it today because I'm taking the test today.
I
This-
would be
This is
too.
my life you're talking about normally, Catherine.
It's
This
like
is
so
this is how I
stressful.
live my life.
Okay. I think that's everything, right?
Great job again on that, Courtney.
Uh.
We did an awesome job on our project. I was happy about that grade.
Yeah. I think it was Courtney's kids.
Well,
It
the
was
puppet
those little
show came
voices.
in.
It was those little voices.
So fun.
So cute.
I love
Is
my
it-
son. He's like, because I was like, I had to lean back to grab him to let him know it was his turn because he was the judge. And he's like, oh, it's my turn.
Awesome.
So cute.
So just so I know, I have to take the test today.
Mhm.
And it seemed kind of like a lighter week in this class, didn't it?
I feel, yeah, because the reading was less. There was only 24 pages that we had to read.
Oh my gosh, that's nothing compared.
Right?
Mhm.
I think next week we have 40 something.
And it's the long weekend for you guys coming up.
Yep.
Canada, there's yesterday, so they're always a week off on things. So, okay, are you guys doing anything fun?
My in-laws are here.
But who knows how much fun you're gonna have.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna go kayaking and I don't know. We'll eat good
Is the
food
weather better in Idaho now? Like, is it actually spring? Like, it's nice outside?
ish. It's still really windy. It's been windier than normal
Oh, really?
and cold, and it hasn't been a normal spring, so it's
Hmm.
kind of lame. But
That's yucky.
this week, today it's supposed to be like 70 and 14-mile-an-hour winds, which is better.
I'm like looking out my window and I see palm trees and blue skies. It's like
Don't
supposed to be
take that for
75
granted. Don't
today.
you ever take that for granted.
Yeah. Oh, it's supposed to rain now.
Yeah. The requirements for study groups say an hour. Do we have to stay on for an hour? I don't think we've been getting
No,
marked
We are
down
more
for it.
efficient than most groups.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we're not getting marked down on like timing.
We didn't get marked down last time.
Okay.
We do have the opportunity to talk about the study guide or whatever. If there's any questions you guys have before you take the test, or
8 minutes.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I feel like for me at least, I feel like if I talk too much about it, then I just psych myself out.
Mhm.
And I'm a really bad second guesser. Like on tests, I'll be like, is it this one or is it this one? And then I always, when I'm checking my answers, I'm like, I'll just change it to this one. And then
But
I'm
yeah,
a terrible second guesser.
because I was preparing, I did my studying on Friday,
Uh-huh.
and I like watched all the videos on the things that I had questions about from the study guide,
Mhm.
and I didn't know what else to study, but I still didn't feel ready. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't, if I talk too much about it, then I just psych myself out. I freak myself out, and then it's a mess.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna hope for the best. Did my studying. I am so as good as it's gonna get. But I was really pleased with what I got last time because my appeals I think were like good enough to get the points back. So
Mhm.
in the end, I got a way better grade than what I originally got.
Yep. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for your help on this. Glad to get it submitted. Are we gonna just plan on next Tuesday? Does that work for you, Catherine?
Look, sorry, I know I'm the one that's like the worst one to work around.
Is that June 1st, next Tuesday?
June
Oh,
1st
yeah,
is
it is.
next Tuesday. Yeah, June 1st is good. Yeah, I don't have work on that day. So do you just want to do the same time?
Sure.
10 a.m. Okay.
Have a great week, you guys. Thank you.
You too.
I can record it next week, Courtney, and do the writing up so that it's a little bit more even.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Have a great week, guys.
You too. Good luck
Okay.
on the test.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.